Oh hey, what's up? It's Sonic Lopsided. Welcome to a different style video that I'm going to try and do on my channel to see if it works. I don't know how it's going to turn out in the end, but I wanted to try it anyways. I wanted to do a video kind of in real life, off the cuff more than anything. I think it's really going to be cool. I can't wait to get this thing underway and just see how it works out. Today I thought it would be interesting to do a video basically on games that keeps me up at night. And I know everybody has those games, that all the way through their childhood, kept them up late at night. All the games you really wanted to play. You never wanted to go to bed because you were stuck playing those games. And I have a list, a couple of different games that I picked up here that I'm really excited to talk about, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I want to start out with Pokemon Red. Pokemon Red is one of those games that was one of the first games that really caught my interest and really wanted me to, push me to finish it. And I actually finished it now probably 12 or 15 times, and I can play this game basically with my eyes closed. I just finished a playthrough on Twitch of this game, and you don't even have to use a guide, and it's crazy. It's crazy when you get to that point with a game where you're just really into it. But this game is really cool as far as that goes. It's really in depth for its time. Made in, what did this release in 90? I want to say 96. I believe this game came out. It was one of those games that I was just like immersed with. It completely immersed me. I ran through tons of AA batteries in my freaking Game Boy Color playing this game day in and day out, and it was good times. It was really good times. So next up is a game that I got into a little later on in life. This is Zelda: Link to the Past. This game right here is it's amazing. It's one of the best games of all time. Easily one of the best games of all time. I got the Super Nintendo secondhand from my dad. I always had the Sega Genesis in my bedroom. Then my dad got the Dreamcast. And when he got this Dreamcast, he let me have the Super Nintendo. So I put the Super Nintendo in my bedroom, and I played this game to death. Now, given for the most part I didn't know what I was doing, I was more or less guessing than anything. But this game changed my life in my look on video games. It's one of those things that you sit down and you play it, and you really don't know all that you're taking in. You don't understand. You don't fathom. The immersiveness of this game. You really have to play it if you haven't. Find a copy somehow. There's many different ways to get a hold of this. You can either get the actual cartridge and game like I have here. You can get it on the virtual console. You can get it on an emulator even. I'm even going to condone that for this, because this is one of those games that you really need to check out if you haven't already. It's really so awesome, and it's definitely one of those games that everybody that is a gaming fan, a true gaming fan, needs to try out, because this one changed the game. Okay, next up is a game that got me into online gaming. That's Halo 2. This is the collector's edition here with the steelbook. Really cool. But this game launched me into competitive multiplayer gaming online. It was one of the first games that I ever played online at all. We rented it. I couldn't afford to buy it, so we rented it from the game store, from the movie store rather. And I would, play it for a couple days. We had to take it back, and I get it a few days later until I finally saved up enough birthday money. I went to the video rental store, and I bought a secondhand copy from the video rental store for $25, I believe, is what I paid for it. And that was a lot of money back then. But it was awesome to have a copy actually at my house where I could play it whenever I wanted to. I had over 10,000 matches logged into this game, countless hours of game time. I would venture to say probably upwards of 300 hours into this game. Really, really good memories. My cousins, we play online, made a lot of good friends online that I still call friends today. It's really awesome. And online gaming is a trend, not even a trend, it's a mainstay these days in gaming. A lot of people won't buy games unless there's a multiplayer aspect online. But this is what basically fueled my gaming interest later on in life. I'm a big Halo fan. Halo is my favorite franchise of all time, this being my favorite story game of all time. There's just nothing bad about this game, in my opinion. I love it so much, and I'll continue to play it on until today. I have the Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One. I play this game weekly. So It's stuck with me for all these years, and I don't see it going away for a long time. Okay, and next up is Amped 2. Amped 2 was a game that I bought on a whim for the most part. I was to the point in one summer where I didn't have anything to play. You know, I was kind of bored of everything that I was playing at the time, and I was about a week away from buying a PSP. But the pawn shop that we were going to buy the PSP at was shut down for like a vacation or something like that. So I couldn't get the PSP. So I went to Kmart. And in Kmart, they had this game bundled with a wireless controller. And I thought the wireless controller was cool, so I wanted it. But it also came with this game. And I popped this game in, and I played it a couple times. I didn't really get it. You know, I wasn't like blown away by the game. But I kept at it. I kept playing at it, single player for the most part. But my cousin would come over. We'd play two players because you could do double runs down the mountains in like a free to play mode. So you didn't have to race each other. You just kind of did tricks and stuff like that. And there was so much gameplay, so much to learn, so many tricks to learn. Just so much fun. And there was also an online mode to this, so you could play with people online and do the same thing. You could race each other down, but it was like a trick attack, so you had to do as many tricks as you could to get to the bottom of the mountain with as many points as possible to win the match. Played a lot of hours of this, a lot of hours of this. This was basically probably my second most played game on the Xbox. Definitely probably my second most played game online on the Xbox. But it's really definitely one to check out, and you can get it pretty cheap on eBay these days. I bought this copy for $3.99 at a used game shop, so if that tells you anything, you can get it less than $5 online. I'm guaranteeing that for you. So definitely check this one out if you haven't already. And last up is a current game, a game that actually just released yesterday. That is Call of Duty. This is not talking about Infinite Warfare. Scratch that one out. That's not the thing. But this little bad boy down here, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. This thing, if it means anything to you, I played 16 hours of it yesterday alone. I'm pretty addicted to it. This is definitely the best Call of Duty for the multiplayer. My favorite Call of Duty is World at War, but this one will keep me up for days. Guys, I play so much of this. I played so much of it when it was new. I'm still, I'm playing more of it now since the remastered come out. I've poured a lot of hours into this game, and I'm really digging it. And it's definitely one, if you haven't picked this up, I would suggest to do it, because it's one of those games that's really gonna stay around for a while. You know, when Infinite Warfare is dead and gone, whenever it comes out, the next Call of Duty comes out next year, Modern Warfare Remastered is still going to be around, and people are still going to be playing it, because this game alone set the standard for the first person shooter in its current state. It really changed the game as far as competitive multiplayer goes. This was the game that a lot of games these days owe it themselves to. So if you haven't picked this up, you can definitely get this. You have to buy the Legacy Edition, which is $80, which comes with this game and this game. You cannot buy Modern Warfare Remastered individually. You have to buy it packaged with this. So it kind of sucks, but if you understand marketing at all, it wouldn't make any sense for Activision to be like, we're going to sell Modern Warfare Remastered by itself, and then nobody buys their new flagship game and everybody buys the old remastered game. So that's just how they have to do it. But I would definitely suggest this to you guys. Okay, guys, so that is the list. That is the games that keeps me up at night, that kept me up at night then and keep me up at night now. I am really interested to see the games that you guys have on your list. If you want to do a video response, let me know when you make it. That way I can check it out, and we can have some fun with this. I challenged some people to do a video. Israel Pacheco 89, I don't know if he'll do one. He'll probably put a comment down below. But I know that Vampire Mike over at Sega CD Universe, one of my good buddies, one of my oldest buddies here on YouTube, I know he'll do a response, which is really awesome. But let me know the comments down below. I want to know what games you guys are playing, what you're interested in these days. What kept you up at night then, what keeps you up at night now. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been Sonic Lopsided, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.